It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Siren Craft Brew, and it's a can of their Scene Stealer California IPA. This beer is coming in at 6% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. Now I picked it up in Morrisons. I went to Morrisons in Cardiff to pick up this or some of the new beers, the Imperial Stout and the two new Polly's beers, and I realised that this was on the shelf and I hadn't reviewed it, so I picked it up. Now what I want to know is, maybe in the comments box below if you like, is this a new beer, or is this been on the shelves in your Morrisons for maybe quite some time? But it's a new beer for me. It's not available. Now my local Morrisons in Barry is fairly good. They've always got some of the newer craft beers in, but I've not seen this one. Right, let's get it out then into a glass and see what we get. Little bit of smoke on the can opening, beer in the glass. Now I paid £3 for this one. Not bad for a 6% ABV beer. I just hope that the quality comes out in this one in terms of aroma, flavour, taste. We got a 1 finger white head, good levels of carbonation, slow moving carbonation, and it's a sort of like a yellowy coloured beer. It didn't really look that pale. It didn't really look like that kind of amber. It's a yellowy coloured beer. Nice and hazy. Let's get the aroma. It smells really good. I mean, the glass is full, so I can't really roll it round too much, but what I am getting is real big, punchy, tropical notes coming through. Passion fruit and mango and grapefruit. A little bit of tangerine coming through. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, wow. Now, I've not long got this out the fridge. This has been in my fridge for 24 hours or so. I pulled it out the fridge about 10 minutes ago, so it's probably about, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 degrees. So I think we're just about benefiting from the full flavour of this. But I reckon if it warmed up a little bit more, so when we get down to the bottom of the beer, the last bits of the beer, we should be drinking it at its maximum potential. What happens when a beer warms up slightly? You get more of the malt characteristics coming through, you get much more of the hop characteristics coming through. But what I'm getting at the moment is absolutely incredible. It's punching with passion fruit and mango and grapefruit and tangerine. There's a little bit of a bitterness on the back end. There's a little bit of sweetness to begin with. Now, it's fair to say that I've had a little bit. I mean, mainly the beers have been okay. I think the only beer that I really don't like from Siren is the Pompomacello, I think it's called. Just didn't get on with that, just didn't like it. But they're big IPA that really kind of stole the show for the wonderful Siren was it called Broken Dream? Or is Broken Dream the stout? They had a breakthrough. It's in a little kind of purple can or purple bottle back in the day. But that was a beer that was tremendous back in the day, and it's kind of, unless of course there's so many other punchy big massively kind of hoppy, juicy IPAs out there that it's just kind of caught up with the market. But I think they're, it's right on the tip of my tongue, this beer, this purple canned IPA from Siren. It's for me, I think it kind of come down a level, a little bit like Thornbridge did with their Jaipur. It used to be a tremendous, one of my favourite beers of all time. It's not quite the same. It's not kind of got that level of quality anymore, which is a bit of a shame. Same can be said with that purple canned Siren beer. A little bit unprofessional for me, really. Coming into the beer review, it's their main flagship beer, and it's just slipped out of my mind. But there we go. There's no script. I don't have any script there. I don't have anything written down. We just press go on the camera and we record the beer review. I think that's the best way to record a video beer review. You're showing kind of open and honesty. If I stood here reading kind of statements and bits and pieces, it breaks up the review. I used to do it when I first started beer reviewing. I'd have little kind of bullet points jotted around, but I didn't really know too much about beer. And you could see my eyes moving, you could see I was reading, and it just made for a terrible review. So we haven't done that in like 10 years, 11 years. Highly drinkable, really refreshing. Is it worth £3 a can? Yeah, I think so. I'm going to use the word typical. This is typical supermarket canned craft beer. If you went to a bottle shop and you paid a couple more pound a can, maybe £5, £6 a can for an IPA, you will notice the difference in the quality of the beer. The beer might be a little bit softer. There won't be a bigger hop profile. There's a big hop profile in this one, but I think the softness will be a little bit more kind of present in a bottle shop canned craft beer. But then again, you're paying more for the beer. It's what you get, what you pay for in life. Right, so I'm now able to rock the beer back and forth. I've drunk some of the beer now. You can see that carbonation chasing the head of the glass. It's got lovely lace into the beer. It looks very good. Lovely head retention. Now we're able to get a big aroma on the beer. That's lovely. It's got a tremendous aroma to it. It's nice, I like it. Scene Stealer California IPA. Our latest California IPA is a real blockbuster. The simple malt bill is crisp and clean. Yeah, I'd go with that. It's a little bit of sweetness in there. Touch of kind of wafer in there. Providing the perfect stage for superstar hops, Citra and Simcoe to work their magic. Expect fresh pine, ripe tropical fruit flavours and a finale of satisfying resinous bitterness. 6% ABV. It really is a decent beer. I'm going to rate this one. SirenCraftBrew.com. Check them out if you wish, if you want to buy some of this stuff online. One more thing before I go. I think it's a perfect kind of chance for these breweries, if you want to try something slightly different from them, maybe some of their barrel aged series stuff or some of their imperial stouts, then visit their website. So you go to Morrisons supermarket, Asda or Tesco, you pick up a Siren and you immediately see their website on the back of the can. It's great marketing. It's a great way for them to kind of grow their company and go into supermarkets. I can see why companies do it. I like this beer. I like it enough to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.